The last game then on Sunday, Monaghan against Donegal in Clonus. And this one, for me, is the most consequential game of the weekend, because I do firmly believe that, look, while Donegal, yes, they did beat Kerry in the opening round, I do think that the worrying sign, particularly against Tyrone, was that for large parts they looked absolutely toothless up front. They looked like they'd no idea how to get past Tyrone's defence. They were taking pot shots from long distances out, and when they weren't coming off, they looked like they'd no ideas. And coming into this game against Monaghan, yes, while Monaghan have lost the first two games, they've looked good going forward. The likes of Stephen O'Hanlon, the likes of Conor McCarthy, you know, we haven't even seen the likes of Conor McManus come into the panel yet this year. Yes, Monaghan have lost their first two games, but I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, if they're going to beat anyone in Division 1, they should be eyeing up Donegal, especially in Clonus, especially with home advantage. A Donegal side that's, you know, coming in with their tail between their legs after getting, you know, a bit of a beating off Tyrone. I do genuinely believe whoever loses this, I'd put them into one of the relegation playoffs. I'd put it as that consequential of a game.
100%. This is more or less like a relegation playoff. Like, you know, there's a lot riding on this for both teams. Vinnie Corey, the new manager, also my former school teacher. Like, I don't know why there's so far these Division 1 managers that have some personal experience with them. But Vinnie, after the Kerry game, after on the Sunday game, on the interview, Vinnie Corey says, we're not panicking yet, but then went back to the studio and said, he's saying he's not panicking, but, you know, he feels like maybe he would, like the way they carried themselves against Kerry. You know, I know it's Kerry, and Kerry, after losing Donegal, we're looking to kind of get back into it. But yeah, we're going to go back to that Paddy Clifford goal. It was an unreal goal, but it was, I never see, like, nobody touched him. He went from his own 65 all the way to the goal without anyone touching him, and all this space open up, you know. But it like, Monaghan are also one of these teams though, but we talk about our man Roscommon being inconsistent. I think Monaghan are one of these teams that have been in the past good few years consistent in Division 1. Maybe I'm wrong here, but I feel like that they're still working, they're still going to go. So I think this game is going to be very close.
Yeah, no, I agree. I completely agree with your point about the Paddy Clifford goal. I'd be very worried for how they are going forward in the future, because Malachy O'Rourke's Monaghan teams, Paddy Clifford wouldn't even have made it to the halfway line if he tried running from his own. Like, that type of thing. The way he was able to run through there, unheard of for past Monaghan teams. Like, their defence, Vinnie Corey, ironically, was the centre-back. He was the absolute anchor of that team. And they had the likes of Drew Wiley, Colin Walsh. They're all gone now. So it is a new Monaghan team. And you're looking at them and thinking, teams in transition have tended to be relegated from Division 1 over the last few years. Like, because it is too cutthroat. You lose 4 games, you're gone. Like, you don't tend to win. They've already lost 2. And Donegal are coming to this game knowing that they need to pick up another win to save themselves. Monaghan can't keep relying on Jack McCarron to kick a last-minute winner to keep them in the division. They've been like a cat with their 9 lives now over the last few years. I don't know who I'm going to win this game. I really don't. You see, Monaghan have shown me a bit more flair, a bit more ideas going forward than Donegal have. But then again, McBrearty might just put on a masterclass and pull out the points for Donegal. I think this one again is a very hard one to call.
I think Donegal have, like, there are a few new young lads. I have them down in my notes. I'm looking down here. Quaylen McColgan, Conor O'Donnell, Johnny McGroody. During the Kerry game, anyway, when I was doing a live stream for it, they had some very impressive young talent. So you could argue there's some lads also that need to kind of, you're looking at these young lads when, in realistically, they mightn't be completely up to that physicality level of Division 1. I agree with you then as well with the Monaghan. It's both teams probably aren't looking the best at the moment, and both are looking a bit in transition, and it's incredibly hard to call. I'm actually going to think, I do think this game, I have Donegal originally, but I do think this game is going to be a draw, especially that's in Clonus. 2 Ulster teams going at it. I think a draw might seem a bit more of a safe bet than actually it is. So yeah, I think actually this could be a draw, and then who knows, then we'll get relegated then from that.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go Monaghan. I think backs against the wall time. I'm I'm going to go with them. I'm going to say, look, they have to get a victory, and I think they have tended to put up a fight in Division 1. I can't see Monaghan going down, losing all 7 games. So they're going to win one, and I think it might be this one.